Hi, everyone. I'm Michael from the Game Boys.
Hi, I'm Chris from the Game Boys. That was a hot
And
beat.
we have a very serious podcast for today.
We are always dead serious about everything forever.
And we're just going to come out. We're just going to say it. We're going to get to the biggest news in gaming right now. And, I know there's no easy way to talk about it. I know it's a very sensitive subject. And I know it's very touchy. All right. But with that being said, we're going to finally talk about this. Okay, Chris?
I'm ready. I've been preparing for this all day.
We are finally going to talk about why the Resident Evil TV show has a higher Metacritic rating, or whatever it's called, than the Super Mario Brothers movie. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. I don't get it, dude. I just don't get it. I've seen the Resident Evil TV show. Masterpiece.
Right.
The Mario movie. Bigger masterpiece.
Exactly.
And to say that they're on par with each other is just kind of confusing. And I think Rotten Tomatoes, I don't think Metacritic has that at the same level, but I think Rotten Tomatoes really needs to clean that up.
I think so too. And that's our podcast. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Peace out.
There's no other gaming news at all.
There is not. There is
nothing
no
I can think
news.
of.
No, I can't think of a single thing.
So that's it.
All
Thanks
right,
for
see
listening.
Ya. Peace. I think you might have forgot one thing. I think there's like one other thing.
Yeah, so something that pisses me off is, when we do the little intro video for the podcast?
Yeah.
The little countdown?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get why you and I still can't talk to each other while that's going on.
Well, we can talk to each other in private.
Yeah, there's
we
a little
can call
private
each other,
chat.
we can text each other, we can Skype each other, we can send
But you think
birds.
there'd be a little thing where...
messenger pigeons to each other?
Oh, we could do messenger pigeon. You want to do that?
Let's do that next time. We'll give that a try.
All right, cool. All right, well, we got our podcast. Thanks, everyone.
All right, peace. My messenger pigeon is in the shop, so that could be kind of tricky.
Oh, shit. Well, you know something else that pisses me off right now?
What's that?
Look at this. Look at...
Wow. The Game Boy show... Wait, the Marlins defeated Chicago. That's what's pissing you off. I didn't realize.
I just saw that. That's hilarious.
I didn't realize you were a huge Chicago Cubs fan.
No, I think The Athletic knows that I'm a Kane, so they probably just assumed I'm a Marlins fan.
Well, you're also you root for Florida teams, so I guess that kind of makes sense.
I root for the Magic.
Orlando.
I root for Orlando City.
Orlando Magic. Orlando City. Orlando City.
And I root for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Bucks. Tampa Bay Bucks.
However, in baseball now, I root for both the Yanks. Let's go Yanks.
Go Yanks.
And the Mets. But
go
you
Mets,
have no
the Mets, baby. It's about the Mets. Come on, hit over, baby. Come on, Mets. Go, baby. Go on, let's go Mets.
In fact, your boss hates the Mets.
My boss is a huge Mets hater. He hates everything about. Actually, he legitimately probably does hate everything about them. I don't even think that's.
I mean, he probably does.
Even a joke.
I've seen his vids. I've seen his clips.
He has some hot clips.
He does have some hot clips.
I think one time he predicted they were going to go 0 and 162.
He wasn't wrong.
He was not wrong. Actually, no. He predicted 1 and 161 because one team would feel so bad for them that they'd forfeit and just give them the win.
I will say this, though. Your boss's boss is a fucking liar.
Yes, he is. That is confirmed. He got us. We got one of us killed. I'm not going to say who it was.
No, he did.
Tried to kill one of us.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So fuck that guy.
Yeah. No, for real. But that being said, I hope he's doing well.
Yeah, I do too. Hope he's doing all right.
I'm trying to think of any other major... NFL draft is going on.
Is that video game related?
Yeah. Oh, it's the EA Madden draft going on right now.
Sponsored by Taco Bell.
Come on.
It's the EA Madden draft brought to you by Doritos Los Tacos Gold the Game, sponsored by Snickers.
Yes. So let's talk about the EA Madden 24 draft, Doritos Locos Tacos draft of the game brought to you by Snickers.
I was very surprised that Ubisoft decided to draft Adam Johns. Like no one saw that one coming.
You know, I saw it coming just because I mean that guy is a beast on and off the controller. You know,
That's true.
he knows he slays, he kills, and let's face it, man. I mean, he's the number one most watched person on Twitch right now. I think he consistently gets around almost probably 700, 800,000 on an off day.
Wow, that's not an off day. That's
So,
wild. Well, what's
yeah.
confusing is that how can you get that many viewers while he's simultaneously the most banned person on the internet?
He finds ways, man.
He finds that's true. He finds ways.
When you fight that hard for the consoles, you find a way.
What didn't surprise me very much was Moist Critical getting drafted number 1 overall. I think we all saw that one coming.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think the upset of the year is, and we'll see how the careers play out for both of them. But Moist Critical goes number 1, and of course he goes to, Dextero, because they like all their rumors and drama.
They do love that. They do love that. I thought he was going to go to Stadia because they're in desperate need of a comeuppance.
Yeah, now he decided to go with the media company. I think they're called Dextero, right? Is that
sure?
Is that the site I'm thinking of?
Sure. Why not?
Let me double check my stats and info here.
All right, go ahead and go to the stats and info. While you're doing that, I will keep people updated on the Islanders game. The Islanders are up 1-0. It's halfway. Sorry, the near disappointment. Is halfway through the third period.
Dextero,
award-winning. It's an esports company. Okay.
Gaming and influence coverage, interviews, reviews, opinions, guides.
That's crazy because I don't think their headquarters is even in Tampa where he lives. So how's he going to make that work?
Doesn't matter. He got drafted with that. I think though, like I said, the biggest thing to watch is the careers of who got drafted 1 and drafted 2. So Moist Critical goes 1, but number 2, surprisingly enough, Nintendo drafts Chad Johnson.
That's not surprising. It's a steal at number 2, if you ask me. I'm surprised Chad Johnson didn't get drafted number 1.
It's just when I think Chad Johnson, I don't think family-friendly Nintendo at the same time.
Well, Nintendo has been trying to get that adult audience lately. Let's not forget, because Tears of the Kingdom looks a little more edgy than Breath of the Wild does, and they're trying to get Call of Duty on the system now. So they're trying to get that more older, not quite adult, but more preteen, fan base back in there.
Hopefully they'll be successful, and hopefully Chad Johnson will get them to that success, but only time will tell.
Well, what's confusing is that there's no Halo on Nintendo, so I don't know why they would draft him. But hey, who am I to say? It's
a video game draft, man.
How do you think? I wonder how he feels about. Fuck. Sorry, Islanders just got scored on. Disappointment just got scored on. So I don't know why Nintendo would draft him specifically. It's kind of confusing.
Well, this is a live react to mass disappointment, so go ahead and react.
This is a live. Ilya Sorokin can only do so fucking much, guys. Like, you got to get it out of your own zone. Come on.
You know what this Islanders team kind of reminds me of? The few times I've been able to watch them this postseason?
The Orlando Tragic?
No. This might sound weird, but at least on power plays, they remind me of the Blues when they won the Stanley Cup, because the Blues were so bad on power plays that whole postseason.
I don't remember a whole lot about their power play, but I remember they won the cup. So they won the cup. If they remind you of a Stanley Cup winning team, then that's a good sign.
I mean, at least as far as the power plays go. And the only reason why is because that's the first time I legitimately sat down and watched a whole Stanley Cup playoff run because of Anderson.
Right.
And so I watched all these games, and the whole time I'm like, man, they really fucking suck on power plays. Really suck. I think they maybe had the whole playoff run 6 power play goals.
If only Anderson was still alive to let us know if these stats were accurate.
Well, Chris, since you're reacting to live mass disappointment, Blefkowitz, 18, has a question.
Oh, It's 1-1. The Hurricanes literally just scored on the Islanders, and it looks like they have momentum in their favor now, and it's not looking good for the Islanders, aka the New York disappointment. And yeah, there we go.
It is the only Canes we will forever hate.
Yeah, this is the only time I will say don't go Canes. Let's not go Canes. Fuck.
In fact,
Canes.
fuck the Canes.
Yeah, fuck the Canes. They're not even from Miami, so how can you possibly say let's go Canes?
A hurricane has never hit. Which Carolina is this?
It doesn't matter. They're both terrible.
Yeah, exactly. I'm assuming it's North Carolina because I feel like that's where all the professional sports teams are in Charlotte.
It is North Carolina because who would be based off South Carolina? Like who would do that?
No one.
That's right. That's right.
Stupid
no one.
People. Really incompetent, stupid people.
The worst people, terrible people. They come to me and say, "You have the worst people," and I'm like, "I agree. I agree. What can I tell you?"
Hold on? I will try not to get political here, but did you see a recent clip? I think of yesterday or maybe 2 days ago of Trump.
I did not.
Funniest thing. So I forgot where he's speaking, but he says, "I'm no longer I'm going to retire crooked Hillary. I might call her wonderful Hillary or beautiful Hillary because now it's crooked Biden." And I'm like, that is the stupidest thing ever. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
that's simultaneously the stupidest yet most amazing thing I've heard all day.
I just thought it was so funny. I'm like, Trump, you obviously suck at nicknames, but all right, man.
Speaking of sucking.
Also, did they call him Sleepy Joe for the longest time?
Yeah, he still does, I think.
Well, apparently it's Crooked Biden now. So,
well, it's Crooked Joe. Crooked Joe has a nice ring to it. But speaking of sucking, Star Wars.
Yeah. What are you talking about? This is the only thing they've released ever, game wise, movie wise, since George
Lucas
wise,
comic wise.
Since George Lucas left, this is the only thing they've done.
Yeah, and even that wasn't good.
Yeah, but it was still so okay.
No,
passable.
No.
You really didn't like Rogue One?
I really didn't like it at all.
Why?
It didn't get good until the third act, and even then, it was all just member berries.
Hey, man, what's wrong with member berries? What's wrong with nostalgia?
There's nothing wrong with nostalgia, but when that's all you got to go on, it's like, fuck. Come on.
What's wrong with nostalgia?
Listen, I love nostalgia as much as anybody else. But you can't wrap the entire story around that. You got to give me something a little more interesting. And you can't have the main characters be so fucking boring. Mandalorian was okay, I guess.
I liked Mandalorian season 1. Season 2 was good too. Book of Boba Fett.
Season 2 wasn't as good as 1. Boba Fett, I don't know what the fuck.
Book of Boba Fett was not my favorite. And I've heard really bad things about this most recent season.
Have I ever told you about my time watching Obi-Wan?
Oh, okay. So similar to Resident Evil, what you told me about Obi-Wan made me not want to see it either.
Oh, did I tell you I didn't even finish it?
Well, I mean, you told me. You haven't told Blefkowitz 18 though.
I have not told Blefkowitz 18. So I was I had a major epiphany as I was watching Obi-Wan Kenobi. I hated everything that Star Wars was doing, but I still kept watching everything that Star Wars was doing. And I was like halfway through episode 4, which is easily like the low point of the show. And I was staring off into space. I wasn't even focusing on the show. And it felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. Like I was talking to myself. And I looked over to my left. And the person I was talking to spoke to me and said, "Hey, Chris, you don't have to keep watching this." And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. I turned it off, and I have never watched anything Star Wars related since.
And there we go. There you have it, Blefkowitz. That is, and yes, that was BDC in the background.
Good old
with
baby
the
Colt.
Toy.
Good old baby Colt coming in hot with the squeakers.
He is coming. He's always coming in hot.
Coming hard, coming fast.
For some reason, your out-of-body experience reminded me of something. So apparently, I don't have I used to in high school, not anymore. But I don't have reoccurring dreams anymore. I have reoccurring themes though,
Huh.
and one of them is when I'm either really stressed or tired or both. One of my reoccurring themes is trying to find a place and sleep in my own dream.
Okay. Interesting. Not what I
So
would have
last
expected.
night, that happened to me, right? And for some reason, I like would find a place and fall asleep and then get woken up. And then being like, no, you waking up right now, that's a dream, but you still need to find a bed. So go find a bed to sleep. And I kept getting woken up. And at one point in time, and I don't know how this happened, but like I'm searching around for beds and like suddenly everything's turning into like a department CVS store. And I'm looking around, I'm like, this makes no fucking sense. And I was like, okay, I am dreaming. And then I was like, if I am, and I remember walking out of the sliding doors of the CVS or whatever it is in my dream, and I see a bunch of shopping carts go by. I'm like, I can make that shopping cart float. And it started floating. It was like, yes, lucid dreaming. And then I started controlling everything.
How long
And
did
that's
that
the
last for?
first time I ever had lucid dreaming since I was like 8.
How long did that last for? The lucid dreaming.
Oh, it was like the rest of my dream. So
Well, how long did the
I
rest
don't
of the
know
dream
how
last
long
for?
REM sleep goes for, but I'm gonna guess like an hour.
Okay.
So it's a good amount.
All right, that's a pretty. Do you remember what you did the rest of the time? Like, do you remember what you fucked around
Yeah,
with?
so I'm pretty sure I was like, I walk out, I see the little shopping cart start flowing. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, lucid dreaming. So now I was like, I want the broom for Harry Potter. And then there's a little broom comes in and I get on top of it. And I was like, hell
That's cool.
yeah. And I want to go to really cool buildings. So I start flying and I go to this really cool building. And then like almost like GTA style, I was like, I want money. And I hold out a hand like a bunch of money stuff.
That's
And
awesome.
then I was like, fuck it, let's go into space. And then like I get transported into a spaceship and I'm in space. And I'm like, this is cool. Like,
sounds like it's a pretty fun time.
it was really fun. But I think it's just hilarious that like probably since maybe undergrad, if I'm just so tired or so stressed or both, which I don't know why I would be right now. Nothing's going on.
Can't imagine why you would be. Yeah.
I will literally have this reoccurring theme of all I'm trying to do in my actual dream is sleep, and something's preventing me from sleeping.
So,
or I do sleep and then I get
has
woken
this been
up.
occurring since like September?
No, because for some reason last finals period it never happened, and then throughout this whole semester it never happened either until last night. So
okay, that's really weird, but that makes sense.
yeah, it checks out. Checks out, man.
I don't have dreams, unfortunately. I can't remember the last time I dreamt.
You need to dream, man. You need to dream real hard.
Well, here's the thing. I dreamt 8th seed. I dreamt big.
Too big.
And now
Too
it looks
big.
like my dreams are going to be crushed.
You know what you should have dreamt? Shenmue 3.
Well, somebody did that for me. Thank God, because
Then
now
there's nothing else to dream.
Now we have one of the greatest meme games of all time.
We really do.
Speaking of meme games, getting back on track to where we were before.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Right. So I know. Oh fuck. What was the name of the first game with Cal Kestis? I remember the first character's name.
Star Wars Fallen Order.
Oh, I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and the new one is like Survivor. I think it's just called Survivor.
Yeah. So I know that just came out today.
Yes. And
right.
Reception has been good, except for when it hasn't been.
Okay. Elaborate.
So the game seems fine, mostly playable, except on PC, where there's a bunch of very obvious issues. But the issues aren't so bad to where the game's like unplayable. But there are some people have been like getting 22 frames a second, even though they're on like 4090s, while others have been on 3090s and getting decent frame rates. So it's very inconsistent on a bunch of different levels that make no sense.
Can I speculate something real quick?
No.
All right. I won't.
Okay, now you may.
All right. Now look, I don't know Adam Johns at all. I've never spoken to him. I've never met him. Never interacted with him.
Fair.
But if I were to speculate, just knowing him and his online persona, I could almost see him sometimes being an EA fan because they fuck up their games on PC so much that maybe he's like, oh shit, what if they're actually like a little consoleless, organization?
That's as they say, that's big if true.
But
that's big
I mean,
if true. I could see
we
that.
haven't heard Adam Johns in a long time. He's very banned or forbidden.
Forbidden. He's very forbidden on the internet.
He's extremely forbidden.
I could see that being a thing. I could
too, but we may never know, man.
We may never know.
We may never
know.
So, why does EA not like just PC in general?
Because they're afraid of the master race. They can't handle it.
I guess so. Because if you think about it, what 3, maybe 2 for sure, but 3, maybe a third. 2 of their biggest, at least sports games, are not on PC.
Yeah, what is the deal with that?
I have no clue.
I also don't understand the logic of removing. Oh no, that was Konami. Never mind. I was going to talk about PES.
Yeah, I can. I mean, if you want to dive into
that, sports games in general on PC don't seem to be going over very well.
Yeah, so I know NBA 2K has their game on Steam and PC and all that. So Konami technically has eFootball 2023 on Steam,
which is not PES. Pro Evolution Soccer.
So they retired PES, I think, starting in 2020 or 2021.
Do they give a reason as to why?
I think they wanted to go in a different direction, and I think they.
But isn't like Pro Evolution Soccer just as big as FIFA?
I don't know sales wise or any of that. I think they just saw how much money EA got with FIFA Ultimate Team. If you play eFootball 2023 or maybe eFootball 23 or whatever the fuck they call it, it's literally just a FIFA Ultimate Team but Konami style.
But that's what's refreshing is it's the only competitor to FIFA. Like there's nothing else.
Right. So what happened to me is on my Xbox, I had PES, I believe 2020.
Okay.
And I booted up because I was like, man, to me, FIFA has a really just boring career mode, both as a player and as a manager. And I was like, you know what?
They're focusing. They're putting all their attention on Ultimate Team.
On Ultimate Team, which, whatever.
Well, I would say that's understandable, but I disagree. I don't think it's understandable at all.
Oh no, I completely disagree with it. But they want quick, easy money. I get it. But I was like,
but they have quick, easy money. They can put some of that money into like making people like me want to get the game and make more money. Call me crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that'll make too much sense. Who am I kidding?
They're not going to do it. I mean,
that'll make too much sense. Like the Islanders actually scoring a goal right here. Those fucking.
They're not. I could go on a different tangent with Madden, but real quick though with Konami. So I had like an hour, maybe 2 hours before going to bed. I was like, I'm just going to relax after studying so much, and I loaded PES 2021, right?
Okay.
And I get on there. And suddenly, on that main menu screen, there is no longer any career mode stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh.
And so I looked it up. And they're like, oh, yeah. So there was a upgrade to PES eFootball 2022, or whatever fucking year I'm on now. I think I have PES 20. And there's an upgrade to PES eFootball 2021. I think that's when they started eFootball. And so they're like, yeah, that's how you could keep the career modes. I'm like, well, fuck, I never got that. What? So then I looked up and I was like, well, if I somehow get... What?
I'm not following the logic. So they took away a mode to give you a mode?
They took away a mode to get you to buy the upgrade to the next year. They didn't release a physical game. They released an upgrade.
Okay.
So imagine like you have FIFA 20, and instead of releasing a physical FIFA 21, they're like, hey, buy this digital upgrade for $30.
And okay, all right.
So that's what Konami did. And then I also looked it up. I was like, well, if I somehow get this upgrade, which is no longer available on the Xbox store, I'm like, could I play the career mode then? And apparently they took that down too. So I was like, well, fuck. Apparently the only way I can do this.
That kind of seems like a crime. Like they're taking away stuff you bought,
Uh-huh. No, I agree. Now, wait.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted. Mike, you're muted. Mike, you're muted. Am I going to have to give commentary on the Islanders game to kill some time here? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if that's what's going to have to happen. Because it looks like the Islanders are going to royally get this fucked. Oh my god, I hate sports so goddamn much. Hey, Keckers boy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Why am I surprised? It's a modern sports game. That is very true. I shouldn't be surprised. But I am kind of surprised that they're taking away modes that you already paid for. I can't remember the last time a Madden game did that. That would be like me purchasing Madden and them taking away franchise mode. Even though I paid up front for franchise mode. That's kind of what it sounds like. If publishers were never able to patch... Well, I mean, when they patch games, they're usually trying to fix something. This isn't fixing anything. This is intentionally making something worse, which I cannot say I've seen happen before. I've seen updates that make the game harder. I've seen updates that add microtransactions, but I've never seen updates that just drastically take something like that away.
Okay, am I back here?
Now I hear you.
Okay.
Now you can hear my screams of agony as the hurricane.
Right. So for some reason, Restream said I had no internet, which I did, but whatever. So Chris, you're kind of right, which is like, I'm gonna give you a Chad Johnson equivalent here, okay?
Okay.
Let's say, just role play as Chad Johnson. You don't have to do the voice. Let's just say you are Chad Johnson.
All right. Okay. I am Chad Johnson. I am the myth, the man, the legend.
You don't have to impersonate him. Just imagine you're in his shoes, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, you buy Madden 23.
Yo,
right?
Madden, let's go, baby. Greatest game of all time.
All right. Now you have Madden 23. It's on your Xbox console. All right.
Xbox, baby. Wait, which Xbox? Xbox One, Xbox 360?
Series X.
Series X, baby. Let's go. Series X, baby.
So you got Series X.
Mm-hmm.
And real quick, absolutely, you can link a charity that you're raising money for, Keckers Boy. Always going to support that.
Go for it, man.
Chad
Johnson's all about that charity, baby.
You got Madden 23. You're Chad Johnson, and now what I want you to do is, let's say EA's like, oh man, we're tired of releasing the same game every time. We're going to take a year, maybe two off to really revamp the game. But in the meantime, for $50, we'll sell you Madden 24, which you can keep your disc of 23. Okay.
Okay.
And then you buy this upgrade to 24, and we'll download all new rosters and uniforms for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So you get that. All right.
All right.
And then let's say,
let's go Madden, baby. Let's go. Sorry, Chad Johnson took over.
For Madden 25, right? Let's just say they're like, okay, so we decided Madden Ultimate Team's the way to go. All right.
Okay.
So for now, on your Madden 23, which you upgraded to 24,
Madden,
you
baby.
can keep that for now.
Madden, baby.
But we're gonna go straight into this new Madden Ultimate Team only mode for Madden 25. All right. And then Madden 26 comes out, and they're like, we're just going to take everything you had for career mode and stuff, and we're going to take it away for you for that Madden 23, 24 upgrade. You can no longer use that. So that's essentially what Konami did, all right?
Okay, yeah, that's kind of fucked.
And
so they took away your progress, essentially.
They just took away the whole mode.
Whole mode's gone.
So the only way I could play the mode now,
which is a staple of not just PES, but every other sports game ever made.
Yes.
Okay, just check.
Now
you
only
can't
way
access
I could
that at all, even though you already paid for it.
The only way I could play that quote unquote franchise mode now is on PC. The last PES to have that was 2021. So I go on Steam. Nothing.
You can't find the game on Steam.
Can't find the game on Steam. Page is not
Okay,
there.
gotcha.
So I Google search. Okay. PES 2021. PC. And I go to CD keys, sold out. And I go to some other trusted, PC key thing, sold out.
Oh, wow.
Then I go to, the little search, I guess, marketplace that I think CD Keys has. The cheapest one. €275.
Whoa.
Go to eBay.
Yo, that is why you only play Madden.
€475.
That's why you only play Madden. That's why you don't play soccer. That's why you don't play baseball. It's all about football, American football, baby. Fuck European footballs. America would never do that, except the times we do that. All right? USA, baby. USA. 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 USA.
So what I decided to do is I ended up buying just FIFA Manager 23 on my Mac. And I played that before going to bed.
You bought the competition game because the other game would not actually let you do anything about what you wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know what? That makes sense.
So Sega got my money.
Wait, I thought you got Football Manager. That's Sega. Okay.
Yeah. So I can't play the games, but I can manage them. So
that whole situation is absolutely crazy. I legitimately don't know if another company has done that. I'm sure there have been, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Well, Konami did it. So that's my gripe with them. I'm very disappointed. Allegedly, they're going to, when they first announced the new eFootball, they were going to add in the Master League, which is the franchise mode, starting this year. And then there's an article in January saying, yep, this is supposed to be the year, and there's been nothing since.
Man, video games were a mistake, weren't they?
They were a mistake.
My God, this is a nightmare. You see, listen, I've been saying this for years. This is why you always buy physical, kids. Physical copies.
Even if I had a physical copy, though, it wouldn't work because they took away the mode via the internet.
Well, can you get the game and just not update it?
I guess I could play offline.
Yeah.
I could try that.
We got
all right. Go ahead, Chris. You do technically have the link. So if you want to send them the link.
All right.
Link never changes.
I will go ahead and send them the link.
And then Keckers, did you send the link for your charity? So in the meantime,
the link has been sent.
I want to go and maybe shift gears a little bit, and
I don't know how we can top that. That's a pretty breaking news story, honestly.
It is, but I want to go off on my little side tangent of Madden real quick.
Okay.
Because I read a Reddit post the other day, and it's like, man, what things do you want added on to Reddit? And they listed out like a bunch of things like, on Reddit, list out things you want to have back in Madden.
Okay, so
things you want for the next Madden. And this guy was like, man, like, we used to be able to like create a team and edit the stadium, and we used to have like actual good scouts, and you could have scouting combine.
So they want the old game back, essentially.
Essentially, yeah. And EA every year they added like 2 really minute features that were there 5 years ago, and be like, "Yep, we brought these things you guys asked for, but it wasn't the things we actually asked for."
So
in the meantime, though,
so they brought back like pass interference or something, as opposed to like a career mode or something like that. That's what they did.
So prime example is for this year, they brought back scouting.
Okay.
But they did not bring it back in the exact same way they used to. The old scouting is like you go really in depth. You could actually go to the scouting combine, see them. You could go to the Senior Bowl and see the players play and play with them and see if you like them. Like, I don't know, it's just stuff like that.
Important shit. Like big deal stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. But would you like to let in these Patreon members?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We now welcome in our Patreon members to the show. Patreon members?
What's up,
Patreon? Hello, Patreon members.
You are having some really nasty echo on your end.
Sorry, we're fixing
it.
What's up?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Hanging out.
Yeah.
You guys fans of Madden?
No, I hate Madden.
I don't blame you. Madden's terrible.
Good.
Terrible.
Never tell Chad Johnson though. Never.
No, he'll kill you. But you're fine around here. You're fine.
Tell him what movie we just watched. We just watched Liar Liar, Jim Carrey.
Oh, great movie.
Does he play video games in it?
Does it?
Does he?
They could be lying.
That's true. That's big if
They
true.
could be lying right now.
That's big if true. I didn't think.
How do we know
about
you're
that.
not lying?
Are you guys liars?
No, we're not. We're not lying. No.
How do we know
Also-
that? What's the evidence? Like, what's that? Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say real quick. See, this is one of the perks you can get if you become one of our Patreon members. You can actually join us on the show.
Literally anytime you want. This was
Anytime you
not
want.
scheduled. They just barged in here uninvited, but they can do that. They're allowed to.
They are. They're absolutely allowed to.
Right.
You pay for the right to just interrupt the show whenever you want. You do
That's
have
right.
that right.
Yep.
That's true.
You also
And
have
you
the
can give us
right.
video
You
ideas.
also have the right to suggest video ideas, which
Yep.
no one has taken up any
I would
offers
like
for.
a follow-up to your Steam Deck second video where
I can do a follow up right now.
where you talked about somebody that supposedly destroyed it with some grapefruit.
No, it wasn't supposedly. It did. That's how it happened. That wasn't supposedly. There's a reason I had to send it into repair.
I think that
I'm not going to name names, but the person who did it may be on the stream right now.
Oh, the person.
May have seen her.
What's her name, Mike?
Vaporeon.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
I'm not
she's the
saying
swimming
whether or
Eevee?
not Vaporeon did it, but I'm definitely not saying that Vaporeon didn't do it.
Yeah. See, it's
She
a
may
little
have,
tough.
man.
I would like a follow-up to that. So that's my suggestion.
The follow-up would just be, hey, that still happened exactly how I said it. There's nothing to
I think
change.
the follow-up is she owes Chris about $600.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good follow-up.
What do you think about that? Yeah, she's a little cat.
Well, let's not forget the partner in crime who was involved with that setup here.
Not me.
Let's not forget who handed Vaporeon the Steam Deck
Who's he pointing
for
at?
Vaporeon to get fruit juice on it.
He's pointing at a game controller. That's really weird.
That's really weird. Why did Nintendo?
Yeah, the
destroy
game
my
controller.
Steam...
What?
Oh, actually, it makes sense that Nintendo destroyed my Steam Deck in hindsight because they're scared. They're scared of the competition.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Hey,
still think it flies.
Hey guys, guess what comes out in like 2 weeks?
The new Guardian movie.
No, Marvel's irrelevant. Guess what comes out after that?
Breath of the Wild. The new Breath of the Wild.
That's right. New Breath
Yeah.
of the Wild comes out in 2 weeks.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's
Let's
actually
go.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Let's
It's not
go.
Breath of the Wild too.
You guys excited?
Yep. Yeah. Wait, what day?
Is it like
May 13th, isn't it?
Oh, May 13th.
Is
Yeah,
it
May
like
13th.
You know whose birthday that is? Your brother-in-law's.
Who's that? I don't know what you're
Happy
talking
birthday
about.
Is it like actually the Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, or is it like those like,
It's Tears of the Kingdom.
or is it like those like sequel basically ones, like the Hyrule Warrior ones?
No, it's gonna be a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild. It's gonna play like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
It's a Breath of the
But
Wild.
you know, Nintendo only does brand new ideas for their first party games,
That's right. They've never tried treading old ground. They've only ever done new.
which is
material.
why we still haven't seen a new Star Fox. We still haven't seen a new F-Zero because we need brand new ideas.
Exactly. That's why they're only focusing on Splatoon. That's it.
Exactly.
That's all they
Exactly.
got.
You like Splatoon?
You guys like Splatoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm with you.
yeah.
Meh.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, are you guys excited?
I don't like that. It's
Yes.
so, I don't like that it's so hard to level up in Splatoon.
I don't like a lot of things about Splatoon, but you're right. That's one of the biggest problems with it.
I
Like,
think it gives a bad name to Squid People.
And
To
we all know
Squid
Squid people
people?
already have a bad rap. So like,
That's true.
really, Nintendo's just being racist.
They are. They are being very racist.
Yeah, somebody should like call them up and be like, "Yo, what the hell?" Oh, we also have a comment on the chat. How dare you talk poorly about Marvel? Well, if Marvel wasn't so horrible, I wouldn't talk poorly about them. How about that? Maybe make your movies better, or make your TV
Is
shows
Guardians
watchable.
Marvel?
How about that? How about those apples?
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy's good.
Well, the
second
first one
was the first one's good. I'll grant you that. Second one was
Second one's, I liked it. I didn't
like
like
the
it near
second
as much
one.
as the first.
Yeah, the first one was way better. Way
I'm a
better.
fan of the second one. We're excited for the third one.
I'm not excited for it. It's just kind of gonna show up.
The new
I liked Mike's trailer for the Spider-Man 2.
What happened? Wait, what happened?
No, you mean the gameplay footage of the
Yes,
Spider-Man
the
game?
gameplay footage.
Yeah,
What are you talking about, Spider-Man 2? I didn't show you anything Spider-Man 2. It was all gameplay footage.
that was all real-time footage that he showed you.
it wasn't though.
That was
It
real-time
was.
footage.
That was real-time
Listen,
footage.
I can't help it that the graphics looked so realistic.
Yeah.
It felt like the movie.
Like he says Butterfingers. It just shows Butterfinger candies across the screen.
Yeah.
That's the
PlayStation
game.
got-
That's what happens in the game,
Yeah,
guys.
product
Come on,
placement.
Get it together.
Come on.
Know your lore.
And know your economics.
It's the law of diminishing returns.
So Kecker
Uh,
says he stands by the second Guardians being better than the first.
I like the second one.
Man, I could not disagree more. I think the first movie is infinitely better than the second one.
He said Guardians 2 made him ball like a baby.
Dude,
What?
I don't know. I didn't care for that blue guy that pretended to be Peter Quill's dad. He was just kind of whatever. I couldn't get behind it. I didn't like it.
I thought
Didn't he die?
Spoilers.
spoiler.
Spoilers.
Jeez.
Come on, guys.
What are you doing?
We're being watched by literally fives of tens of people right now,
It's like
and they
5
all
years
could be
old.
watching,
Yeah.
not knowing what the movie happened. What happens in the movie?
What if Vaporia never saw it? And she's right next to you.
She's literally
Oh.
right there.
She's seen it.
Apparently not, because she doesn't want to see anything by the
That's
looks of
right.
it. So
We got another comment saying, "I want Star Fox 65 already." I do too.
I do too.
Nintendo
too.
made the announcement in their direct that Star Fox 65 was coming, and we haven't heard anything about it. When's Star Fox 65 happening? This is some nonsense.
Speaking
Wasn't
of
this
Star
new
Fox,
Zelda supposed to have been out like years ago?
No,
That is not true.
no,
That's
it
a
wasn't.
big lie.
That's
No.
true.
No, they never announced the release date until like last year or something
A
like
couple
that.
years ago, they said 2022.
Yeah.
They said
were
coming
22,
soon.
and
They
then
said coming soon.
Actually, no. We're gonna take more time on it.
No, yeah, because they said it was coming soon. They didn't announce, oh, it's definitely coming out on this day. And how about
Coming
guys?
soon could mean
Think
anything.
about this. Think about this. Would you rather have a game that's rushed and okay, or a game that's polished and good?
Rest of
Rushed.
okay.
Oh, wow, that's a hot
so they just
take.
want it. They want it now.
They
See,
wanted
that's the
it
perks of being
yesterday.
young, though.
Wow.
You'll take a mediocre game when you're young.
Yeah, good for them. Good for them. I appreciate you guys being honest.
When you're an adult,
Are you young?
no, not when you're an adult. When you're like a
We're
teenager,
not
like
young
16,
though. That's
17,
the one thing.
and
I
you sit
disagree.
there for
We're not
50 hours
young.
through a mediocre game,
We're
and you're
not
like,
young. We are not young.
Oh yeah, you guys are old. You guys are old.
You guys
as
are
hell.
very
That's
old.
true.
you guys are very
That's
old.
How old are
Very
you guys? Like
old.
67?
So I think y'all are
Yeah.
just senile now. Senile people.
Yeah, you forgot already that the game
They
didn't have a
forgot
release date.
what a great game is because you're so senile. You're so old.
Oh man, what a time to be alive! What a time to be alive! How old were you guys when the first game came out? Do you remember
What first game?
when
You mean
Breath of the Wild came out?
when
How
I
old were
stayed
you?
home
The
sick to
very
play
first video game
Zelda?
ever came out.
I have no idea. What year did it come out?
7-ish.
2017. How old were you guys in 2017?
We were 5.
5.
Wow. Okay, that's a long time ago for a kid. Okay, so yeah, that can seem like an eternity.
Are you
Well,
doing
they're
Well,
not
luckily,
kids, they're
but
old.
unfortunately,
They're
you
old,
guys
Chris.
are not kids. It's been established already that you guys aren't
Yeah.
kids.
So you guys are so close to death that it feels like forever.
Oh man, this is I got breaking news, guys. The Islanders game's in overtime right now, and if they lose, the series is over. So you better pray to God that they score. You
Is
better
that
pray
why
to
you're
God.
wearing that sweet cardigan?
That's right. Oh, wrong side. That's right.
Let's go.
I gotta
Islanders!
represent the team, aka the New York Islanders, aka the New York Disappointment, because that's all they
It's
ever
true.
do.
Soon to be a massive
oh, I thought they scored. Never mind. Sorry, I got prematurely excited.
Wasn't that logo for the Islanders only there for 1 year?
That's right, but they brought it back
That's
because
true.
it was so popular. Hold on, let me get closer to the camera.
It was very popular.
It was so
Yes,
popular,
we-
they decided to
You
bring it
need to
back.
see that closer.
It was only
Yeah, get
for
a
1
close-up
year
on
though.
that.
We very much so need to see that.
Jamie, pull up the logo of the old Islanders.
We'll get Jamie on that right now.
Jamie, get on that, please. Thank you.
No. Who's Jamie?
Jamie, go ahead. Jamie, go ahead and
That's just
cue
Jamie.
that up.
Joe
Who's
Rogan
Jamie?
thing.
Yeah,
I didn't
Jamie,
know you
go.
had so
Well,
many
who's Joe
people
Rogan?
working on this
Jamie, go ahead and
podcast.
cue that up.
Who's Joe Rogan?
Who's? I only know Ro Jogan.
Road.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
oh, okay.
I feel like if we say the other podcaster's name, we might get sued.
Yeah, possibly.
So we got to be
Who
careful.
said that?
A lot
Ro
of people
Jogan.
said that.
yes.
Ro Jogan, the world famous
Yeah, Ro
podcaster and
Jogan,
influencer.
Jogan Ro.
We have another idea for you for a video. Well, I have another idea. The
Is it Islanders related?
no, it's not Islanders related. The
This could be a
video game
problem.
critiquer that you guys have on standby, the talk show host.
critiquer.
Yeah, the talk show host that complains about everything video games.
Chris?
I honestly don't know
Nope.
who you're talking about.
He's your character, but I'm afraid to say the
What
name
character?
that he's mocked after.
What character? What are you talking about?
What character?
We don't have characters on the program. We have people.
The actual guy who's very close with Mike Mancini.
Close with Mike Mancini? Like personally?
Close. He's close to me.
Yes.
Who's
He's
close to
very
Mike? No one's close to Mike.
His
I'm
name
so
is
so
Brian.
confused.
He lives far away from us.
He might have just been involved with a lawsuit where he lost billions of dollars and somehow has to pay it back.
I don't know what she's talking about,
Okay.
dude. It's
Well,
I don't either,
That
man.
kind
I don't
of
get
video
any of
You
this.
about Zelda.
I don't get
I want
any
him
of what's
critiquing
going on. right now.
Zelda.
Did Zelda lose
Well,
billions?
first of
dollars?
all,
What happened?
if you're talking about who I think you're talking about, he doesn't hate or complain about everything video game related.
Just
He complains
most
about
things.
a lot.
Just most things.
He complains about the computer and the computer S.
Okay, so he can complain about how the new Zelda game works or doesn't work. What are you trying to do?
Yo, Jamie, thank you for pulling up the logo.
Oh.
Appreciate that. Jamie, go ahead and take that down. All right, Jamie, go ahead and put that back up.
Oh wait, real quick. This is brought to you by Dogecoin.
Dogecoin, Dogecoin,
Or
Dogecoin.com.
Doge Hype, whatever the fuck the name was.
Dogecoin.com. Dogecoin.com.
Doge Hype.
Dogecoin, Doge. It's all about the Doge, baby. It's all about the Doge.
All about the
Doge
Doge.
Hype,
All right.
DogeHype.net, whatever that scam website was that got
Don't
into the
go
chat
there.
earlier.
Don't
Don't
you
go
dare
there.
go to it.
Guys, look
Don't
at
you
me.
dare go to it.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Go where?
Exactly. Don't do it. Anyway. What have you guys been playing lately? Anything or just focusing on school?
Neither.
Baseball.
Oh, you guys have been focusing on baseball. MLB the show?
Baseball. Wait, playing or
Playing or playing?
gaming?
Just mostly baseball.
Yeah, but he's saying video game or actual baseball?
Actual baseball.
Ooh.
Have you guys been liking
exciting.
it?
We had a game tomorrow, but it got rained out.
Wow,
It
lame.
couldn't get rained out.
Wait, how do they know it's going to rain tomorrow?
Well,
Are they psychic?
it's what the weather people say, so they just canceled the games. Tomorrow was supposed to be that day where they play baseball and then they go to a swim meet. Remember how you were saying how awesome that was? Yeah. The baseball game got canceled.
Oh, fun. That sounds
That's
like great.
nice.
Sounds great. I love it.
Well, at
when
least
they
you still go to the swim
prematurely-
meet.
I love it when they prematurely cancel games. It's great.
Yeah.
I
Cool
Excuse me.
story.
Brian, or Blefkowitz, I really don't care. So I'll go Kings. Why not? Well, you know.
Well, Mike, here's an even more important question. Who are you rooting for in the Knicks Heat series?
Next.
Okay, so you want me to be happy over Anderson.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry,
Appreciate
Anderson.
that.
I'm
Appreciate
sorry.
that. Appreciate that. But
And,
you know what would make me even happier is if the Islanders win tonight. That would make me the most happy. Speaking of
I mean-
That
Islanders,
means it won't happen.
Because I can't be happy and I'm doomed to be
Yes.
miserable forever. That makes sense.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
This is
I
what
hear you.
Schwab is wearing on his hat right now.
Oh, we got a breakaway. Oh, this is huge. Nothing happened. All right, yeah. So, Jamie, go ahead and pull up that logo again. Jamie, please. Yeah, that's the logo of the New York.
How did we hire Jamie?
The name is spelled weirdly, but that's pronounced disappointment. That's how that's pronounced.
That's how I spell it.
That's how you pronounce it. That's not how you spell it.
No, I
It's
spell it that
two
way
very
too.
different things.
Down, Mom.
Can I what?
Can you go down?
There's no down. That's
There's
it.
no down.
He's asking me to scroll down.
There's no such thing as down. Down is a
Scroll down on
your
what?
head.
I don't know what the thing that the link that you sent.
No, not there. No, right there. Perfect.
Oh, okay. So
No.
scroll up.
Down, right there. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Are you
Well,
talking
we
camera
got.
angle?
What?
Are you talking camera angle? What's going on?
I think
Yeah.
so. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Well, like we could like move like the screen.
What?
We could like move the screen. Like we could either like see you guys or us. I want to see us.
I got
Oh,
you.
I see
I
how
got
it is. You want to make this your podcast.
I mean, they
Yeah.
are Patreon supporters.
If you
That's
could
good.
just
You
get
can
rid
do
of the
that.
Chris
You are-
and
you
Michael
are-
window, that would be
Yes.
great.
You
That'd
are
be great.
legally
I
allowed
mean-
to make this your own podcast.
You know what we can do is though.
That's
Yes.
There we go. All right,
guys
guys,
want
take over. Take over. The show is
You like
yours.
that?
I'm
You like
take
that?
the show is yours. I'm
In
going to
fact,
focus
you know
on the
what?
Islanders game right now.
We'll give you a couple of minutes to yourself.
You got that's okay. You've got a couple minutes. Go ahead, fill it. You need
Hello.
to speak. You need to create some
Hi.
content.
Uh,
Oh my god.
I don't know what to say.
they're literally quiet. You need to speak.
Say what?
Well, thanks for so much for joining us, you guys. We really appreciate it. That was some great content.
You guys killed it. You killed it.
Bye, guys.
And enjoy the rest of your night. All right.
Thank you.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Later, guys.
Oh, it's fun. Good Patreon supporters. Good Patreon
Good
supporters.
patrons. Good patrons right there.
Great patrons.
Good patrons.
Well, with a couple of minutes left here, I have a nice surprise for the podcast.
What's that?
Viewers and maybe listeners, but mostly viewers.
Viewers, beware. You're in for a scare.
I did something I swore I wouldn't do since our Patreon supporters were 5.
What did you? God, fuck it. What'd you swear you wouldn't do, Mike?
Well, I think that's the podcast right there. It's over. We now have the mass disappointment. How's it feel? Well, that's it. Mass disappointment right there.